Trouble. Are you Trouble? You're so cute though. Yeah. Hi dear friends. We are just sitting and having tea together.
Yeah, it's almost done. Having tea.
Joe got this, Monshak's husband got this.
As a Christmas gift.
So cool. It's a tea holder. So
it's a book and a tea holder. London, what?
Royale.
London Royale.
Thinking of London and Royale, have you seen the whole, did you know Harry and Meghan Markle or Markle? Harry, Prince Harry?
Oh yeah.
They made a whole documentary or some show on Netflix.
I saw the advertisement, but I did not.
I didn't watch it. Has anybody watched it, and is it worth watching? Let us know in the comments, because there's a lot of controversy about it, I think.
I'm just staying away from that royal family. I never really was interested in the royal family.
I'm not interested, but it's interesting to kind of see the dynamics because we don't have that in America.
Our cats are making so much noise here. Our little kittens. You know what? Yesterday,
You think there's a tornado or something in
They
here?
are making so. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! It's climbed up to on a window.
I told you that cat's gonna climb. Oh my gosh, the cat climbed up the screen.
Yeah.
Oh, that's trouble. Well, it didn't damage it, or interestingly enough. Oh, I've never seen a cat do that.
I never seen that either. Those are this little kittens my son, middle of winter, brought home. And he said, Mom, this is my coworker gave to me. They are barn cats and let's keep it in the barn. So I said, okay. I wasn't very excited, but I told him, okay. He already have them, you know. We were keeping in the barn. They were 8 weeks old. We were keeping in the barn under the heat lamp. So during this cold days,
Minus 30 degrees Fahrenheit, we had a snap.
and I'm like, and that heat lamp broke. And I said, those kittens will die in the barn. It's so cold for them. They are still babies. Bring them home. So we brought them home, and for maybe an hour, we kept them in the kitchen while we were preparing everything in the basement for them, thinking that when cold days are past, these kittens will go back to the barn. So we kept them in the basement, but they learned that every time they hear our voice, they come to the door of the basement and start crying. Crying that I can't stop. I feel like so bad for them. I let them come, and they come exactly to the kitchen while I'm in the kitchen. I keep them an hour to play with me while I am here, and then I send them down to the basement. I will tell you this, dear friends, I don't think they would anymore stay in the barn. They would be coming home and our dog will destroy them. So I feel like I cannot, they have to be home now. But they are climbing all over. They are such a cute kittens. I love them dearly.
Oh, he took his... The blue one took his collar off.
Oh no.
I was wondering, what is that bell noise? He's playing with his collar.
That blue one is a trouble.
Oh boy. So my son Michael, when he heard, or he saw a pic, I sent him a picture. When he heard that your cats were in the house, of course my son wants all the animals in the house, my youngest son. And he goes, Ma, I have a prediction. I said, what is that, honey? He says, I predict, because he didn't know anything about this, he didn't know anything what you just said. Mm-hmm. He says, I predict that those cats are never going back to the barn. And I said, you would be right, honey, because they're house cats now. Yeah, you love cats so much.
Yeah. Okay, as older I get, my heart is getting softer and I start loving everything. Creature except snakes. So, but I'm itching from them. Every morning I take allergy pill. Now they look like identical twins. So I can't differentiate them except they have a color, different color, so we know which one is what. Now that one trouble girl took the color off.
Maybe she needs to be called Trouble. What's trouble in Armenian?
I don't know. I can't think right now Armenian. I'm thinking English.
That is the additions to between the two houses. We keep adding animals. Now Manshak has new kittens.
Yeah.
But one kitten
I love them so much.
Gevorg took his cat, yeah?
Yeah. Look how cute she is.
Does this have holes?
You can just
Put it in. Easy to make for them to take off. Hi, sweetie boy. Hi, sweetie boy. You're so cute. Okay. Is it too loose? I didn't want to make it too tight.
I know. This will come off her head? No.
I mean, if she got it off once. Okay.
Oh, this way. Look how cute she is. Look how cute she is. But she's such a problem girl. Problem girl. Yeah? Another one. Go around with your sister. Go around. Here your toy. Now.
Is it nap time, girls? It's nap time. They tuckered themselves out. This one's looking for ways to climb still.
The blue one, yeah.
She's like, can I scale that?
Yeah.
Do you want to go eat the chickens or protect the chickens? That's the question. My cats hang with the chickens.
Oh, I wanted to tell you, Tanya. Yesterday I was talking with Istvan from Hungary. He said that there is a thermal bath open up. Tourist does not go there. And he said after like 10 days of, he said normally they say 7 to 10 days. It's $10 to go in for all day. You get massage, you get food, you can...
$10 you can get a massage?
No.
Oh.
I was like, entry ticket is $10.
Okay.
And he said, you wanna come, Manushak? And I think you will feel much better from those thermal baths. I'm like, oh, I need to tell Tanya.
For what, spring break?
Yeah.
April?
Oh my goodness, dear friends. I am all over. I'm all over. I talked to Tanya about Dubai to go on a spring break.
Florida.
And Florida.
And now Hungary.
Now Hungary.
And I'm talking about Rome.
Tanya's talking about Rome, but we can go from Hungary to Rome, no? Is that...
Yeah, I don't know. We can, of course. It's not that far, but like, do we have enough time? I don't know.
And he was talking with Joe other day, and he was telling me... No. He was talking about this Transylvania. It's a border with Hungary.
Where Dracula is from.
Yes. So he said that there's like medieval time villages still, like how it was built, the village. And it's so interesting, he said, tourists don't go those areas.
It's probably spooky.
I don't know. He said he would take us.
Oh my gosh, I don't know. Transylvania is a little creepy.
Oh, come on.
I mean, the whole Dracula thing is...
Tanya, Dracula did not suck blood.
Manushak, I almost moved into Dracula's house. True story.
How?
This is a true story. When my then husband, now ex-husband, were looking for housing in Germany when he was stationed there with the army, the real estate agent took us to a house that was Count Dracula's house. Not the Count Dracula, but it was the Count Dracula of that town. There's a whole monument to this count. And the house, it was like walking into the Addams Family. If anybody knows that TV show, there was like pictures on the stairways. It was so creepy. And then we met the woman because there was two flats. One was for the rental, and then she lived upstairs with her son. And we met the mom and son, and they literally looked like they walked out of a horror movie, like literally. And then the kitchen, the real estate agent was explaining the kitchen of the rental. The husband that had passed away was an OBGYN. And I looked at my then husband, I'm like, so we're supposed to cook meals where he was delivering babies and probably a lot of people died. That's so disturbing. I was like, no. I wanted to run from that property so fast. We didn't obviously rent that, but it was Count Dracula's house. Oh my gosh. I'm so glad we didn't move there.
Did your ex want it?
No, we both wanted to run out. He was like, this is like walking into a horror movie. But for the sake of being polite and seeing what this was all about, we stayed for the tour. It was so dark. Dark and not like light, it was just dark.
The reason Transylvania or Romania, let's say, wasn't invaded by Turks,
because they had the Count Dracula.
Yeah, Dracula was the...
It's scary.
No, not scaring, but he was very rough, raw, and they couldn't go there. But the Hungary was under Turkish rule, I believe, for 200 years or something. I'm not sure. Don't take it, but a long time. And then all those other countries like Serbia, different countries were under Turkish rule, and that's why they say that because of how Dracula was, he wasn't a vampire like now in movies saying that he was sucking people's blood. No, but he was a very, very, very rough person. What he did, it's unbelievable. I don't want to talk on the video. If you guys interested, read about him. And it's rough is not a probably appropriate word for him. He was worse than rough. Brutal, yes. What do you guys want? You want your toilet or are you lonely? You want to play, do more trouble? Yeah, he was extremely brutal. And it's interesting history, but horrible. I read about him. I was, I think, 6th or 8th grade. I couldn't sleep at night. How I was scared of him.
Maybe that's why they portrayed him as being so brutal in...
Yeah, portrayed him as a blood-sucking vampire. Oh, no, he wasn't. He was worse than that. Like my husband says. Anyway.
Anyways, Monshak and Tanya here are keeping it real.
Yeah.
Keeping it real.
You know,
history's interesting.
History
but
interesting.
How they teach it often is boring, and therefore kids don't want to. Yeah. At least in America, kids aren't that interested because it's very dry how it's presented. Oftentimes.
But in the Soviet Union, they at least would say this book, read about this, that if you found the book, you would be lucky. That was the issue. We always, kids who love to read books, we were like hunting for those books to read. As a young girl, I was obsessed with French history. I was very much obsessed with French history. You know, after movie, it's called Angelica y Carol.
Angelica and the King.
There is a movie, French movie, translated in Russian language. After that, I was extremely obsessed with French history. I was like 5th or 6th grade something.
Huh.
I was.
Do you remember any of it?
Oh, some of them when it comes to the point. Times we do debate in the house with my kids and my husband, and I remember and say stuff. But over here is a walking in. I have 2 walking encyclopedia here, Gevork and Joe.
Georg's her oldest son and Joe's her husband.
Yeah. Other kids are very, very smart, but they don't go much in debate. Orlean knows a lot, but he's that type of person who likes to be my youngest son, who likes to be in his own world.
And peace.
And peace. What was your interest in history, Tanya?
My interest in history was the South and wearing those Southern hoop dresses and the Gone with the Wind and that whole fairy tale that wasn't a fairy tale you learn later on, but how they presented it. I don't know if I had any specific history interests, time periods.
Interesting.
What were your history interests, if any? Because every system or every educational system presents it differently, and like where they presented it differently. You guys remembered a lot more than we were made to remember. So
on that note, we can say goodbye to our dear friends.
So thank you for joining us. If you stuck with us till the end, we're so grateful. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet. We'd appreciate it if you gave us a like if you enjoyed this video.
We're wishing you the best and happiness and joy. Enjoy your life, dear friends. Bye-bye.
Bye.